Yeah, so for those who want to join the construction industry, or you want to embark on pursuing a career in construction, be it engineering, quantity surveying, architecture, real estate, any profession, you need to be aware of the opportunities that are available for you in the construction industry. And opportunities are very important because it helps you know exactly where you need to place your energy, where you can reap benefits, where your strengths lie, and where you can find work. So there are quite a number of opportunities. Firstly, I can say that there are different uh, ways or different paths that you can take as you embark on this journey. So you can be a consultant, you can be a contractor, you can be a subcontractor, you can be a specialist contractor, you can be a supplier, or you can be a craftsman, you can be a tradesman, or you can be a trainer or a teacher or a lecturer in any field of your choice or of interest. So if, let's say, you want to be a consultant, you can pick which profession you want to pursue or which consultancy fits you well, or where you have your strengths. So for example, you can be a consultant quantity surveyor. For you to be a consultant quantity surveyor, you need to have worked under a registered quantity surveyor for 2 years for you to be a registered quantity surveyor. For you to be eligible to set up a consultancy firm, or for you to be a consultant quantity surveyor. For you to be an architect, a practicing architect, a registered architect, or a consultant architect, you also have to work under a registered architect for 2 years or so. Then you're assessed through a manageable exam, and you are qualified to set up your own firm, or for you to practice as a consultant architect. Yes, so same applies to engineers, be it an electrical engineer or mechanical engineer, civil engineer. You can be a consultant, and of course when you're a consultant, you are a project manager. So there are statutory bodies that govern these professions, and so for you to practice, you need to be registered with these professions, and you need to be deemed qualified to really practice or be a consultant in these professions. Then you can also be a contractor. Like I earlier mentioned, a contractor is somebody who undertakes works. So when you have been nominated as a contractor to do particular works, of course there's a bidding process. You give your bid, other contractors will give their bids. You should be able to have the capacity to carry out those works. Of course, there are challenges that come with a job, but you should be able to manage. So that's also a path you can take, where you are tasked to do or carry out construction or engineering works. So if there is a building that has to be built, if you have a house, you have a double-story building that a particular company, organization, or individual wants to build, you should have that capacity, and you should be able to do the work very, very well. Then you can be a subcontractor. So a subcontractor is, especially this is very important, especially for beginners. So a subcontractor basically is somebody who works under the main contractor. So you can be nominated, or you can be recommended by the client or by a project manager to work under a main contractor who's been chosen for a particular project. Yes. And mostly subcontractors are advised to work under main experienced contractors so they can gain the experience that they need. So that's one way also, especially for beginners. If let's say you're joining in, you don't have all the experience or the capacity, so to gain all that, work under a main contractor. Then you can also be a supplier. So a supplier basically is somebody who, or it could be a company that supplies materials. So supplying materials, be it cement, what other things? Or maybe specialized in supplying ceilings or supplying doors, safe doors, or any material in general. That could be your path that you wish to take in the construction industry. So you can see opportunities within that area and take advantage of them. Or you can be, another one is you can be a specialist contractor. So a specialist contractor, these are contractors who are specialized for certain works. So if let's say maybe you just want to deal with steel works, so you can be a specialized contractor who just deals in steel works, steel frameworks, steel roofs, supplying, or no, not supplying, but delivering works that just deal with steel. Others will maybe just, so for others, they can just stick to aluminium works. He or she is just specialized in aluminium works. So if there's any need for aluminium works anywhere, they call this specialist contractor to do these works. Then others might just specialize in maybe providing interior fittings. So this might just be a specialized contractor in interior fittings or interior furniture, kitchen units, shelves, all those things, wardrobes. All those are also opportunities for somebody who's specialized in those works. So being a specialized contractor is also a very good opportunity, as it even gives you time, and it also gives you room to be the best at what you do, such that if they want somebody to do a very, very good job for, or to offer certain works, they will definitely pick on a specialized contractor. Then another opportunity is you can be a tradesman or a craftsman. So you could earn a skill in electricals, you can earn a skill in plumbing works, you can earn a skill in tiling, you can earn a skill in bricklaying, in concreting. All those are skills that you can also learn, because there are opportunities for such, especially for those that want to make quick money. For example, if you have a skill in plumbing, whenever in the neighborhood there's somebody who's got an issue with their sink, their toilet, their bathroom, anything, they will call on the plumber they know within the area, and that could be you. If there's an electrical fault or a house needs wiring, they will call you, the person with the skill of an electrician. So for tradesmen, craftsmen, there is opportunity. You can be a tiler or somebody who fixes or installs towers. That's also an opportunity. So all these are just some of the few opportunities that you can look at, and if you have the interest and the capacity and are ready to put in the effort to find and grab these opportunities with both hands, go for it. But just make sure you learn more and more as you can, because the industry is very vast and things keep on changing. So all the best in seeking for those opportunities. Catch you. So another opportunity that is also very, very important is also property development, or those who wish to go into property development. So what some do is they'll buy a huge piece of land and they'll decide to build unit houses on that piece of land. So these unit houses could be 3-bedroom houses, 2-bedroom houses, or 1-bedroom houses. Then they will rent out these properties. While others, what they will do is they'll buy a huge piece of land and build these unit houses to a certain point. Maybe they'll build them up to 50%, or they'll just develop the land or build them up to slab level, and they'll start selling off those properties or those partially developed plots. That's also an opportunity that someone could look at and see how best they can utilize that. Then others might build houses for rentals. So you can seek funding from wherever, get the funding, build properties, and put them on the market for people to come and rent, be it for office space or as residential homes. So there are plenty of opportunities. You just have to look for them. Of course, they have to be within your capacity, what you can manage. If you cannot manage certain opportunities, you leave them for others who can manage. If you can manage, don't hesitate. Go for them and make the best use of those opportunities. So there are plenty more. You can research for some. I guess you will find them definitely.